Hello, and welcome on in to another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Matt.
Today we're going to be talking about High West and their light whiskey.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. Matt, why don't you give us a little information about this?
All right. So the first time I'll actually be covering a High West, which we've talked about on streams plenty of times, just never covered a bottle. So this is the High West Light Whiskey. This is a 14-year. We're borrowing this from our buddy Brian over at Pitface Barbecue. Thank you again, Brian, for letting us
Thank you,
borrow
Brian.
this really cool, unique, pretty sure it's a distillery-only product. All right. So High West was founded, is the first distillery in Utah since the 1870s. That's a long freaking time. So, founded in 2006 by Dave Perkins, who used to be a biochemist. So, I think it's a good, wise career choice. Biochemist and distiller, good choice. In Park City, Utah, its original still was a 250-gallon pot still, but now they use a 1,600-gallon pot still. That's a huge difference. In Wanship, Utah, in 2015, it's the world's only ski-in gastro distillery. So, you can eat, ski in there, and drink. I call that awesome.
Sounds like heaven to me.
Home, ski in, get some booze, go back to the top. Sounds like a plan. It's an old saloon building, and it started in the livery, where, of course, you keep your horses and shoe them and all that fun stuff back in the day. So the funny thing is, when they were remodeling the place before they opened, they found a horseshoe, which you can see here on the bottle. That's why it's their symbol, which is pretty cool. So they found it during renovation. Utah was the 36th state to repeal prohibition. So they have another product called the 36th. It's one of their pre-made cocktails. It's pretty cool. It's also at exactly 7,000 feet above sea level, which is really unique. So it's kind of cool. So what this is 46%. It is sourced from MGP. It's 100 barrels made between 1999 and 2001. It's 14 years old, from corn in second fill barrels. So, which is unique. It's a grain spirit. So basically what light whiskey is, it's a grain spirit distilled between 80 and 95 proof. So like basically it's almost vodka. Not quite, but almost. It's lighter than whiskey, but heavier than vodka. So this one ends up going to 94.5 proof when it's distilled. So which is most Nutrigrain are at 95. So it's just barely under the threshold, Nutrigrain spirits. So when it's distilling, it removes all the, the congeners, the esters, all the fun stuff most of us really like. So, except for the ethanol, essentially, which makes it really high-proof alcohol. Now, it's just very uncommon in the US, but in the UK, this is what you gently blend into your blended scotches and your grain whiskeys or Canadian whiskey. Yay, Canada. With all your lovely blended whiskeys. So, most of it is diluted down. Of course, this one is diluted down to 46%, which is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. But like I said, in America, you can occasionally find them. We use mostly blended straight whiskeys here, so you don't see a lot of light whiskey in America because we generally just don't like it as a population. So this is what I do. Like I said, this is again from Brian at Pitface Barbecue, so let's see what we think. Ooh, that's fruity. Almost like a grapefruit. And
Yeah.
Weird.
Slight citrus, but like a little bit of like that bitter citrus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, vanilla. Ooh, sunflower oil. Ooh, that's interesting. Little toffee, pecan, pralines, pumpkin bread.
This is dancing around whiskey flavors.
Interesting.
Not really landing on them.
Right.
Like there's hints and leanings towards vanilla and caramel and
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's like pumpkin bread with cream cheese, which I love to eat. This is a really unique nose. And then drenched in sunflower oil.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're okay.
The alcohol vapors are overpowering in the glass for me.
Yeah, especially for being as low as it is.
Yeah, considering.
I get the citrus and the bitter fruit notes. I get a slight pumpkin, but it's not prominent.
That's about it.
Again, the normal bourbon notes are not there. They're trying to be.
Yeah.
But they're not.
They're dancing around in the background, but they're blurry and out of focus.
There's a slight sweetness to it.
This is almost in gin territories.
Yeah, and it should be considering what it's made up to.
Yeah.
On the taste, yeah,
it's kind of blah.
Yeah, it's kind of like wheat corn, like a weak like cream corn almost.
Yeah.
with a little bit of vanilla and that sunflower oil and the pumpkin seeds and some pralines, pecans thrown in. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's
different.
It's
weird.
really different, and there's not like a whole heck of a lot going on in the glass.
Yeah. It tastes like it should be very, very high in alcohol.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was thinking as I'm sitting there doing the Kentucky Chew and really just trying to get a handle on it on my palate. It wasn't evaporating. It wasn't exploding like a high proof beverage does. But it
tastes like it should.
But it was tasting like it should. It was giving my taste sensations those same like head fakes. Again, it's like everything is down a path that you think it should go down, and then it head fakes and it's completely different. It's very interesting and unique.
Yeah, it's worth trying. I mean, I think it's worth trying. I'm glad he got a bottle. I think it's really cool. It's a very unique and different thing to try. Certainly worth trying.
One of the things I like about light whiskey is that they typically are put out at a higher proof, though. I live with a high proof whore. So when I can find something that comes out at 130, 135, that's something that's going to be in her wheelhouse every single time. I don't have to question it. So for a light whiskey to be proofed all the way down to 46, really
kind of disappointing.
It is kind of disappointing. And again, I think it's even more so disappointing on the palate because there is that head fake like it's gonna be,
and then it's not
this big robust thing. But then it's just no, not really.
Psych.
Yeah.
Good news is we have a light whiskey donated by Travis that's from Obtainium that is like 139, which we'll be reviewing sometime soon. So
see, and those are the types of numbers that I think of when I hear light whiskey.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. That's it.
It's not bad. There's not a whole lot going on, but I mean, it's worth a try if you're curious.
Yeah,
for sure.
If you're really big into trying to explore all the different whiskey flavors,
this is definitely worth trying.
Okay, but does this have anything different in it than blended Canadians that we've tried, like Lot 40 or even some of the better?
Yeah, it's a little different than them.
It is a little bit different. Mm-hmm.
It's different. It doesn't have all the maple and vanilla you get with a lot of Canadians. It doesn't have any of those.
The Canadians,
a little bit, but not a lot.
The Canadians have lean more towards bourbon tendencies than this does, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Okay. I just try to look at all the different value aspects of things.
I get it.
Try to make sure we're covering all bases.
Of course.
Definitely.
All right. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. And until next time,
keep on crusading for better whiskey in your glass.
Cheers.
All right.
What was the price point on that?
I think the price point, I want to say it was like 70. Because it's distillery only. It's kind of high. So I don't think it's worth 70 personally. Whereas the Cat's Eye, I think, is also 70. It was totally worth it.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's...
Again, the Cat's Eye was put out at what proof?
139. So, significantly higher.
All right.